If you haven't come across ChatGPT for some reason, in simple terms, you can ask the software almost anything, just like you would with Siri on an iPhone. However, this is way more advanced. It's like Siri on steroids. You can ask it to write a headline or a script or an essay on a certain topic if you are a student. It will work its magic and write something very good, actually, even better than most people would. You can sign up for ChatGPT for free at the time of making this video, but that's most likely to change in the future. A tool like ChatGPT can do in seconds what usually takes an actual writer hours or days to come up with. I had a lengthy chat actually with a friend of mine. We both have a history of working in advertising agencies, and we had one big question. Do we still need human copy or script writers in light of recent introductions like ChatGPT? And after much consideration, personally, I would say yes, we still need human writers, even though I do think the purpose of such a skill is gonna change in 2023 and years to come. Whilst ChatGPT is so mind-blowing and very capable, it still can't pick your brain and understand what your unique vision is as the human operator. One of the main reasons why writing is such an amazing skill is because it's not everyone who can take what's in their head and put it into words on a paper or a screen. ChatGPT doesn't offer you that. I mean, you can give it keywords and pointers to better restrict the words it generates, but even with that capability, you almost always will have to go in and tweak something to your liking. In all my tests using it, 99% of the time, I had to rework the copy to best mirror what was in my head and what I needed it to say. Don't get me wrong, the software is very good, like it's super good, but to me, at best, it works as a soundboard for coming up with ideas. Whilst it may not be a complete replacement of an actual human writer, I think for solo creators or small businesses who can't afford to hire a writer, you can use it to come up with draft copy ideas, which you can edit and tweak to your liking, as you most probably would anyway, if you had an actual writer working for you. But of course, I wouldn't be so naive to ignore the fact that ChatGPT can also be potentially used for malicious activity like formulating scams or malware. I mean, AI in general comes with a lot of risks, some of which we can't even fathom yet. And one may also argue that this software introduces an unfair advantage to actual good human writers in comparison to bad or inexperienced writers. Because now an amateur writer can easily get really good copy from ChatGPT and use it without anyone knowing that it actually didn't come from them. It's a fair argument, but personally, instead of worrying about the threat of AI tools to your value as a creative, rather invest in your mind. Because I genuinely believe no matter what tools are available, remarkable stories require creative human intelligence at the end of the day. Rather than worrying about the fairness of tools, worry about the sharpness of your creativity. I would like to believe your experience and the dynamism of your mind as a creative person will still remain your greatest strength. It's like no one else's. That's why two chefs can have the same ingredients, the same tools, the same qualification, the same time, but they can never produce the same exact dish. It all boils down to your instinct and vision as a person. What is it about you that makes you different? That's the one thing that software cannot predict or copy, at least not yet. Apart from your ability to use software like a million other people, what can you do that is different from others? Why should people watch your video, read your story, like your design, or listen to you speak? One of the things I learned from a book that I read by Simon Sinek called Start With Why is you have what, how, and why. And loyal people buy why you do what you do. AI is just one of many other ways of how to do something. So my encouragement is focus on strengthening your why. Many people know what and how to do something, but not many people know why they do it, which is what usually separates remarkable people from unremarkable ones. If you are a creative person, my biggest encouragement to you, especially right now in the interim stages of AI tools becoming public, is to really invest in your mind and mental creativity. Every year, new tools and software will be released, and it will become easier and easier for anyone to just pick up a computer, tablet, or phone and design or write an amazing script. And if you agree with me, here are some practical ideas I think are worth noting. First one is work on your mental health. Probably one of the most neglected thing in society, and if I'm to be honest, myself included. However, interestingly, mental health is critically connected to one's ability to have creative ideas. The healthier you are mentally, the more creative you become. The second thing is take time to learn who you are as a creative. And most importantly, take time to learn the value you bring to the community around you. I know it's quite easy to start seeing what's working for others and trying to copy what they are doing to also reap the success that they are getting. The danger of operating this way is it only leaves you more confused and unsure of your personal story because you are too focused on doing what's working for others and spending less time doing what works for you. So pick up a camera, pick up a pen, pick up a mic, whatever it may be that you use, and start regularly trying out things that come from the heart. The third thing is embrace AI tools. Personally, I'll admit, I have always been a very skeptical person, probably still am. And I even found it hard to eventually try out ChatGPT because I just saw it as a cheat code that would potentially make me an inauthentic creative. But I think I was looking at it the wrong way and asking the wrong questions. And maybe you might be too. Maybe you are partially like me, very skeptical, and you are against using AI tools and all of these things. Fair and fine, but the reality is these tools are there and other people are not going to think twice but actually use them. So what are you going to do? I mean, at least that's what I always think. It takes you 5 hours to come up with, let's say maybe it's an advert that you need to write up, and you have another creative next to you, another writer who's using it. So it takes them 10 seconds to come up with something, and probably they'll tweak it around. Eventually they're done in like 5 minutes. For you, it takes 5 hours. I don't know. These are the things that just come to my mind. Anyways, I hope this video was somewhat helpful. Please let me know what your thoughts are on AI. Don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on more content like this. My name is Z, and see you on the next one.